Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran and I'm here with a new video from the chapter Not for Profit Organization, and this is a chapter from Accountancy Class 12th. This is chapter 1 from Not for Profit Organization. Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran, and in today's video, we are going to solve some problems from the chapter Not for Profit Organization, and this is a chapter of Accountancy Class 12, Chapter 1. So, in this video, we are going to solve some problems from T.S. Grewal uh, book, and this is a new edition 2021-22, and we are going to solve question number 40th from 40th question to 45th question, wherein you have to prepare income and expenditure account from the given receipts and payment. Now you all know the financial statement of NPO consists of receipts and payment account, income and expenditure account, and a balance sheet. So receipts and payment in your syllabus for class 12, receipts and payment account will be given to you, and you are supposed to prepare income and expenditure account and a balance sheet. So in this video we are taking some problems from the book T.S. Grewal, and we in this like those problems are related wherein you have to prepare income and expenditure account from the given receipts and payment account. So let's begin with question number 40th. So question number 40th from T.S. Grewal, and this is from new edition, that is 2021-22. Now in this question you are asked to prepare a income and expenditure account, and the in a question you are given with the receipts and payment account, and you can see no adjustments are given, no other informations are there. So from this receipts and payment account we have to prepare income and expenditure account. Now from this, let's see the format of income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account, the first thing, it's a nominal account. Income and expenditure account is a nominal account, and the nominal account rule says that the debit all expenditures, expenses and losses, and credit all incomes and gains. So we are going to record all the expenditure here. So you can see on the receipt and payment, credit side is a payment side. So here these payments are to be recorded on the expenditure side here, but what we have to take care of two things. One, only revenue nature or revenue expenditures are to be transferred to income and expenditure account. Number two, that it should be a current year, because since we are preparing income and expenditure for the year ended 31st March, this is for 1 year. So we are going to take all the expenses and receipt incomes for 1 year only and going to compare the two so that we can get a surplus. Now here we can see revenue nature means salaries, rent, stationery. These are revenue nature item, and defense bonds, furniture, bicycle, cash balance. These are all assets. So we are going to write these three here. And remember, if no information is given, so we are assuming this to be a current year amount, because information will tell us like if anything is outstanding or amount is prepaid, but no such information is there. So we are taking this as a revenue and the current year amount only. Same way on the debit side, you can see subscription, the cash balance asset, and then it's a previous year amount. Subscription, sale of investment, then sale of old furniture, donations. So let's take one by one and start with our topic. Okay, now from the payment side, we are going to take these revenue nature items on the expenditure side of income and expenditure. So here we have two salaries. As I said, this is a current year amount only. We are assuming it as current year. Then there is two rent. This is again a current year amount and revenue nature. Two stationery, this is going to be written on the expenditure side. Now what we have next is defense bond, furniture, bicycle, cash. All these are assets, so these are going to be transferred into balance sheet. Now coming to the income side, here it says subscription. The first one is subscription, again no information, so we are assuming this to be a current year amount only, so we are going to write it as it is, that is 9 lakh. Then there is sale of investment. Now the sale of investment, so investment is your asset and the sale of any capital receipt is also a part of a capital uh, ec- receipt, so we are not going to record this. Then there is a sale of old furniture. This also is a amount of furniture. This is a furniture, again an asset. Of course, sale we are not going to record, but yes, if we are given with the book value, we can record its profit and loss. So book value is 40,000, sold for 30,000. So there is a loss of 10,000 and losses are to be recorded on the debit side. So we are going to record it here. That is to loss on sale of furniture, which comes to 10,000 rupees. Then there is a donation, and since it's not specific, it's a general donation, so it of course will appear in income and expenditure account. So we have this amount here. So let's see the total. So this is 9 lakh 10,000. Credit side is more, so we are going to write the same here, 9 lakh 10,000, and it's double line close. So here, since the credit side is more, so what answer we are going to get is surplus. If debit side is more, then we'll get deficit here. So the total of this, we are going to deduct this amount from 9 lakh 10,000. So what we get here is 3 lakh 50,000 as our surplus. So this is question number 48, wherein no information, other information or additional informations were given. So we have assumed that whatever amount of revenue, expenditure and receipts are given, that is of current year. So that only we have recorded. Question number 41. Now let's have a look on this 41, question number 41, which says that again the receipt and payment account is given to us and we are supposed to prepare income and expenditure account. And you can also see some additional information here, and these additional information, of course, we have to take care, we have to consider these information when we prepare our income and expenditure account. Now seeing this payment side you can see furniture, books and the cash balance. These are the assets or the capital receipt, so these are not going to be transferred to expenditure side. We are going to transfer salary and secretary honorarium. Honorarium is just a kind of a salary. Coming to this receipt side, there is a donation. This is a general donation, so it will be transferred to the income side. Sale of sports material. Now remember one thing, if it says equipment, that's an asset, so you have to find out the profit and loss, that only will be recorded in your income and expenditure. But sports material is a revenue expenditure, so sale of sports material is a revenue which is going to be recorded in income and expenditure. Now coming to the subscription, of course subscription will be recorded, but we are going to record only the current year amount. Entrance fee again is a revenue in nature. Okay, and as I said, we have to take care of these additional information also. So let's start with our income and expenditure account. So we'll start with the first one, expenditure side. It's a salary, so I'm going to write here two salaries, and these salaries are given as 1 lakh. Now, why I have written here in the inner column, because I can see here on 1st of April 2018, that is beginning of the year, the assets and liabilities are given here, and I can see outstanding salary in the beginning. So this in the beginning will be deducted from this amount. The reason is we are assuming that this is received this year, sorry, this amount is paid this year, but of course it doesn't belong to current year, so we are taking this out. So let's out outstanding salaries in the beginning. So this is a beginning amount, therefore I'm taking it out. Now the next one is secretary honorarium. So this I'm going to write it as it is, and the secretary honorarium amount is 4,000. Well, now on the income side, you can check from your book also, students. Donations. I'm taking it as it is because I can't see any information, and nothing is there regarding donation in any in additional information. Then sale of sports material, as I said, sale of all sports material will be considered as a revenue receipt. So I'm going to write it as it is. That is 2,000. Coming to the subscription amount, as I said, subscription will be taken for the current year. Now this point, if you see here, if you are preparing income and expenditure and you are given with this information, then just ignore this part of subscription here. 18, 19, 19, nothing to do with this. In any of the question, if you are given with the information of members and each member's subscription, so in your income and expenditure, it becomes very easy that you are going to multiply this and find out the current year amount. So we can ignore that part of which is given in your receipt and payment account. Yes, of course, that will be matter, like it has an effect or it matters only when we have to prepare a balance sheet also. So in this question, since we are preparing only income and expenditure account, so we are going to ignore that. Okay, coming to the next one, after subscription there is an entrance fee. So we'll take entrance fee here. As entrance fee, as per CBSE, it's a revenue receipt. So entrance fee is 1,20,000. Now the next step, since we have taken all terms from receipt and payment, now the next term is we are going to check out here in additional information if anything is left. So this is the assets and liabilities in the beginning. So you can see furniture, subscription in area. Furniture is an asset, subscription in area. See, this also would have been better if like we consider the total amount or we are taking it from the receipt and payment. As I said, yeah, now we are just ignoring all these information regarding subscription if the members and annual subscription of each member is given to us. Outstanding salary we have already considered, this also we did. Now last point says charge depreciation. So depreciation is an expenditure, so we are going to charge depreciation here. Now it says depreciation is on furniture is 10%. Okay, but we have here like one depreciation will be charged on this furniture which is on 1st of April. So 1 lakh 10%, 10,000. And what we have now, so you can see in the question that there is a furniture and which is bought in the month of October. So here one more depreciation will be there, that is 4,000. So it comes to 14,000. So we'll write it here, 14,000. Now the totals. So double line close. Here you'll write surplus because the total of credit side is more, which is 2,41,000. Here also it's 2,41,000, and the difference here is 1,29,000. So this is your surplus or excess of income over expenditure. I'll write it here if you want. 10,000 plus 4,000. So here what we have seen, you prepare income and expenditure account and some informations were given to you. You have taken considered those information also while preparing income and expenditure. So now we'll move to the next one. Moving to the next question, question number 42. So in this question, you can see again we are supposed to prepare income and expenditure account, and in the question you're given with receipts and payment account and some additional information. So we'll start with the payment side, transferring it to expenditure side. Salaries and wages are the first thing, so we are going to write here salaries and wages. So also we'll take care that whether any amount is given in additional information. Yes, it's there, outstanding salaries and wages. So remember, if it says only outstanding salaries and wages and no information regarding the date is given, then in that case it is a closing, or you can say the outstanding salary at the end. So end outstanding salary we add. So here we are going to write it inner column first and add outstanding salaries. So this is the outstanding salaries at the end. End means it again belongs to current year, so we are going to add it here. So it is 40,000, so which comes to 2 lakh rupees. Next one is office expenses. So these are all revenue expenses. So we are writing it directly, and also as I said, we have to take care that any information given in the as an additional information. So we have to consider that also. Okay. Now next one is a sports equipment. Sports equipments are your assets. So we are not going to record this. Telephone charges, of course, it's a revenue in nature. So telephone charges will be recording here only. So our telephone charges are 24,000. Electricity charges, again the same thing. We'll be recording electricity charges here. No additional information is there. So we'll record electricity charges as it is, that is 32,000. Next one is your traveling expenses. So this also will be written over here. So traveling expenses are 65,000. Okay, now balance, that is a cash balance, and this is your asset. Coming to this side, the first again is a balance, cash balance in the beginning. This is subscription. Now we'll take subscription here. So buy subscription. So as I said in previous question, the members and the each member's amount was given. So I've taken directly that only. But here it's not given. So let's see how we are going to do. This is the last year's amount which we received this year. So we are totally ignoring it. We have to take only the current year. Current year amount is this one. Here you can see 2021. Okay, we are preparing it for 2021. So here it says 3,50,000 is a subscription for current year. So this we are going to take 3,50,000. Also we'll take any outstanding for the current year. So here outstanding for the year ended 31st March is 55,000. One more thing you have to take care of for the year. So this again is our outstanding at the end for this particular year. So at outstanding subscription as on this date, it includes the previous year's subscription also, any outstanding still pending. But now we are only taking this year's outstanding subscription at the end is 55. That means this is amount which is due but not received this year, since it belongs to current year. So we are going to take this year only. So this is going to, we are going to add this one, and we'll get 4 lakh 5,000. The next one is donation. So just have a look anything which is anything related to donation, because sometimes some amount of donation is capitalized. If it is capitalized, then of course we have to take out that amount and write in a balance sheet. Only the revenue nature will be mentioned here. So no information, so we'll write donation as it is. Then there is an entrance fee. Even for the entrance fee, sometimes there is a additional information, some information is there. So again no information, so we are going to take this as it is. So we have taken all this from receipt and payment. Just have a look in additional, if something is missing we'll take that. This is done. Outstanding salaries we have taken. Depreciation, so depreciation is a loss, so it will appear on the expenditure side. So depreciation we are going to write here sports material, sorry, sports equipment. So sports equipment, we do not have any information. Sports equipment here means any opening balance is not given. So here we can see the sports equipment. uh, you can see here amount 1 lakh 40, 25% of that. So we'll calculate, since the date is not given, so we'll take it as for full year. So depreciation on sports material comes to 85,000. So the next step, going to draw double total. Again I can see the current year, sorry, the credit side amount is more. So the credit side amount comes to 5 lakh 35,000. So same thing we are going to write it here, and we can find out the surplus here, and the surplus amount comes to 94,000. So I hope you all know how we have come to this surplus amount. That is total of credit side 5,35,000 minus the total of debit side. So if you add this amount and deduct it from 5,35,000, you will get the surplus, or it is also excess of income over expenditure. Let's move to question number 43. And in this question, it says that following is the information given in respect of certain items of a sports club, and you have to show these items in income and expenditure account and the balance sheet of the club. So it's very clear, we are not given with the receipt and payment. Some items with their amounts are given in this, and you have to categorize, you have to bifurcate these items into two categories. Income and expenditure records only revenue nature, and balance sheet records a capital nature. So what we are going to do is, we are going to see all the capital nature will be transferred to balance sheet, the revenue nature income and expenditure. So if you remember, this is actually a fund based accounting. And now the first step says that, let's discuss the question first. So first thing, it says sports fund. Sports fund, that's a beginning. Sports fund is given. Then you have sports fund investments. All these are a balance sheet item. When a specific fund is given, it's a liability. Any investment related to that will be an asset. Interest on sports fund investment interest will be added to that fund only, because it increases the fund. And then you have donation for sports fund. Donations for sports fund will again be added to sports fund only. And the sports prize awarded, this is something expenses from the sports fund, because the prize is awarded, is taken out, the amount is taken out from the sports fund, so this will be deducted. Expenses on the sports event of course will be deducted, because these expenses reduces the fund amount. General fund here, and the general fund investment will be the part of asset, but interest on general fund investment is going to be a revenue in nature. Remember, this general fund is not meant for general, as it says general, so it's not a specific one. So any interest earned from this fund will be a part of income, because that can be used for any purpose, it's not for the specific purpose. And this general fund will be a liability only, because this is a specific, this is actually a fund. Okay, not for the specific purpose, but yes, for the general purpose. So it is your liability. So let's place all these here. So sports fund, will start from sports fund. I don't have that much of space, so I'm writing it small, like uh, sports fund. This is in the beginning. So 3 lakh 50,000. Then you have sports fund investment. Sports fund investment will be your part of your asset, because this is an investment. If you have funds and it's not been used for some time, club can invest this amount outside so that they can earn some interest on that, and the interest earned on this will be again added. Interest on sports fund investment will be added to sports fund, because whatever interest is earned, that will become a part of sports fund. And then there is a donation that also will be added to this fund. Donations for sports fund, so this also will be added to this amount. Now coming to the expenses, now let's deduct the expenses. Here one is your sports prize awarded, and another is a directly expenses on sports fun, sports event, sorry. Okay, so we'll deduct this these two amounts, that is 40,000. Sorry, this is 40. One is 40,000 and another one is 1 lakh. Okay, so this is the amount, and we are going to write the final amount, which is, yes, it's 4 lakh, which we are going to write outside. And then, as I said, general fund also is a part of liability. So, general fund will be written here only. But remember one thing, the interest on general fund is a is revenue in nature. Okay, and general fund investment is also the part of asset, means it's a balance sheet item. Remember, this is an extract, because we are just taking some items only are given, so we are not uh, totaling this these two sides, and it may like it will not be equal also, because some items are missing here. So general fund investment, interest on general fund investment, interest on general fund investment, 80,000 will be your revenue. So this is again an extract, so do write on the top extract. So I hope you understood that sports fund, anything related to sports fund will be taken care in sports fund only. And if the amount is sufficient, if the amount is less, then the excess expenditure will be recorded in income and expenditure. Related to general fund, funds are a liability. General fund is again a liability, can be used for any purpose, and the investment on it, this is your asset. But remember, general fund, since it can be used for any purpose, therefore the interest on general fund is a revenue in nature, therefore recorded in income and expenditure account. Let's have a look on the next question, that is question number 44. Now, in this question, it says again you have to prepare income and expenditure account, and the receipts and payment account is given to you. Well, let's take it one by one. First, we'll discuss the question, and then we'll move to the answer solution. So here it says payment side, you can see it's rent for 60,000, and all the information, additional information, instead of giving separately, it's given in the brackets only. So here it includes 15,000 for last year. As you know, income and expenditure only records the current year amount. Therefore, all these information which says the amount related to last year is included or amount related to next year is included, we are going to deduct that amount. So from the rent, 15,000 will be deducted. Same way in insurance premium, there is advance payment of next year, so that also will be deducted. Reason, because it's not of a current year. Sports equipment is an asset. Furniture again is an asset. And then 8% fixed deposit is again an asset. Okay, now what we need to take care here, furniture, sports equipment, if any additional information is there, we'll take care of that, but I can't say, I don't see any here. But 8% fixed deposit, it says that, and also the date is given 1st October, so we can easily calculate the interest on this fixed deposit, that is 1,20,000, 8% for 6 months. So when you calculate this 1,20,000, 8% for 6 months, the amount what you get is 4,800. So 4,800 should be the receipt of interest this year. So here you can see it's only 2,400. Let me explain it once again. 8% fixed deposit made on 1st October. So we can easily calculate the interest on this amount for 6 months, because it's a for 8 percent for and made on 6th 1st of October, so it comes to 4,800. So it's very clear, on 31st March you're supposed to receive interest as 4,500, but you can see here the interest received is 2,400. So the amount remaining 2,400 becomes due. Okay, so that we have to take care when we record this 8% fixed deposit. Coming to this tournament expenses, again tournament expenses, we have to see on the receipt side whether any tournament fund is there. Yes, there is a donation for tournament 50,000, and these expenses are only for 10,000, can be easily covered from the donation amount, so we are not going to record this amount, donation amount, sorry, expenses amount here. Okay, then next is your books. News books is again a asset, so we'll not record. Then we have next is, yes, you have newspaper, and then printing and stationery, that all we are going to record. Coming to this side, entrance fee 2019-20, 2021. So since we are making for 2021, we will be taking only for the current year. Same way here also we will be taking current year. Say, see here it says 90%. This 90%, we have received only 90%, but we have to record 100%. So we'll say 10% is outstanding, and 10% is will be 10,000. So that also will add and show. Life membership, capital, donation, only word donation is revenue in nature, but this is a specific one. Subscription again, it's for the governor's party, again it's a specific. So these two are the part of balance sheet. Interest I already discussed here. Old newspaper sale will be the part, is a revenue one. Old sports material, so sports material, if book value is given, now we are going to take profit and loss for this. Locker rent includes last year's amount also, that we are going to deduct. So let's begin with, please see the question from your book now. So starting from this side, it's rent. Rent is, okay, rent is 60,000, and if you deduct 15,000 from that, you will get 45,000. Okay, you can write it here also, that is 60,000 minus 15,000. And then you have insurance premium, same thing, insurance premium, this also 60,000 minus 15,000, which comes to 45,000. Then you have newspaper. Newspaper amount is 1,000. Printing and stationery, this is 19,000. And coming to this side, entrance fee. Entrance fee we are going to take only for the current year, 50,000. Then you have subscription, and now as it says subscription is 90%. So if 90% is 90,000, and then outstanding will be 10,000. So here it says 1 lakh. Now the donation amount, donation, only word donation is a revenue in nature, but donation for tournament becomes your specific, so that will not, we are not going to record. Same way we are not going to record subscription for governor's party. Now coming to the next one, that is interest. So interest on sorry, interest on fixed deposit is given as 2400. So as I said, we have to add 2400 here, like as an outstanding, or you can say accrued interest. And why this accrued interest? Because the total amount of interest received should be 4800, or you can say earned is 4800, out of which 2400 is received, 2400 still to be received. And then you have a sale of, okay, let's check this out. It says sales of old newspaper, which is 300, revenue in nature. And as I said, we have to record the sale of sports material, only the loss part. So loss on sale of sports material. So this we are going to record only the loss amount, that comes to 700. Then you have locker rent here. Locker rent also we have to deduct that amount, and then fine, we have to write the amount, final amount here. So this is the thing, you're going to add this part. See, I'm always leaving one space here so that I can write it here, the surplus amount. So presentation matters, so please don't skip all this part. Okay, you can write here also the surplus. Okay, surplus, the first thing we are going to add this amount, and the total comes to 2,81,300. This is the total. Same thing we are going to write it here, and then the difference of the two, 1,70,600. So this is your answer, which says that the income side is more than expenditure. So this is excess of income over expenditure, or we can say it as surplus. So let's see last question, that is question number 45. And in this question also, you are asked to prepare the income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2018. And in a receipts and payment account, you are given with some revenue expenses, capital expenses, revenue receipts, and the capital receipt, and some of course additional information also is there. Okay, now a few things I want to discuss here in the question first, and then we'll move to the solution. Other things we already have discussed in different questions. So here my first point is subscription. Now coming to this thing, subscription, like of course we have to take current year amount, and the current year amount says it's a 60,000. So we are going to ignore these two, the previous year amount and the advance amount which is given, which is received. Now coming to this thing, outstanding outstanding subscription. We know that end 31st March 2018 outstanding subscription is outstanding at the end, and we add this amount, we know that. But as I we did one question in this only, that for the year and as at. So in the previous question which we did, I discussed there also that it was for the year. So that subscription was meant for that particular year. But here it says as at. So this says that the total subscription as at here means on this particular date, the total subscription outstanding is 16,200. So what we need to say is there any outstanding pending for the last year? Because we have to take only current year amount, current outstanding, current year's outstanding. So the second point says 1200 is still in area for the last year, that is 1670. What this is what we have received, 1500 we have received of last year, and this says that 1200 is still outstanding. So last year that means 2700 was actual outstanding. Out of that we received only 1500. So 1200 is still outstanding. Of course, this is included here. Remember students, if it says for the year, so this is the end outstanding of the current year, directly add it. But if it says as at means this may include last year's pending also. So last year pending is given 1200. So we can easily calculate, if 16,200 is total and 1200 is last year's pending. So this year's pending is only 15,000. This is actually outstanding at the end, and this is what we are going to add in our 60,000 to get our current year's subscription amount. That's one thing. Second thing what I need to discuss here is sports material. Now coming to this, sports material is like, if nothing is mentioned, as I said, sports equipment is your asset. Sports material is a revenue in nature. So this would be the expenses. But here we can see the value of opening and closing is given. So we need to consider this. So what we have to calculate is, we have to calculate the consumption of sports material. This was regarding subscription, I'll mention here. And now I'm discussing about sports material. So sports material here, what we need to, how much is consumed, we need to calculate how much is consumed. So the opening balance was 3000, and some more sports material were purchased during the year. So this says that we have total of 14,500 sports material. But at the end of the year, we are left with 4,500 sports material as a closing stock. So opening, already we had 3,000, we purchased 11,500. So this becomes 14,500, out of which we are left with 4,500 sports material at the end of the year. That means we consumed the sports material worth rupees 10,000. So what we have consumed is actually our expenditure. So this is the one which we are going to record in our income and expenditure account. Rest of the points are same which we already have discussed in this video. So we'll start with the question solution now. So starting with the first one, that is salaries. So we'll take salaries here, and there is no other information, so we'll write salaries as it is. Okay, we'll check. Yeah, no other information is there, so it's 31,500. Okay, now please children, you can see question from your book so that I can easily write on this. So other things same, like postage, no separate information, so it's 1250. Then we have a rent, which is 9,000, and printing and stationery, $14,000, And as I said, sports material consumed. We are going to take sports material consumed, which we have already calculated as 10,000. Then you have miscellaneous expenses 3,100. One more thing I think you have here. Okay, we'll take income side here. So interest on investment. Now see, we have not done any calculation on interest on investment. It's sorry, investment part is given here. I'll just show you the question once again. Yeah, investment part is given here, 70,000, 10% 1st October. So we calculate the interest here because of course on 31st March it becomes due, but and we'll cross check from the receipt side, there is no interest. So entire interest on investment is your accrued one. Okay, we can write it here, accrued interest on investment. So for 6 months, so 3,500. Coming to the subscription amount, subscription current year amount is 60,000 and 15,000 as we have calculated, that outstanding at the end outstanding includes last year's outstanding that we have taken out, and now we have this amount. Then we have entrance fees as it is we are going to write because no other information is there, and sale of old magazine magazines. It's like 450. Okay, now there is one more thing here. Now just check the information. Additional subscription we have taken care. Value of sports material beginning, this also done. There's a furniture depreciation, so that we have to record. So depreciation on furniture, so we'll calculate the percentage, and since for 6 months, so it becomes this amount. We'll do the totals here. So the total comes as 8 lakh 50, and income is in excess of income over expenditure is 10,200. So this is your final answer. Hope you liked this video. Share this video with your friends and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest updates on my channel.